It still says going live. Wait. You're live. Hello. Hello. I told you it'd be awkward. My dog is down here. Lucy's here. Okay. I don't know what I do now. What do I do now, Lucy? She says, let me out. That's what she says. She says, let me out. If you can see me and hear me, leave a comment in the chat. Hi, Lydia. I see 2 people are here. That's 2 more than I thought would be here, so that's good. Oh my goodness, Australia? What time is it in Australia? Is it like morning? First thing in the morning? Did I wake you up? Hi, Lucy. Lucy's down here, so I'm petting Lucy. I don't know. I think she wants out. Do you want out? Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, sorry. She's probably going to want in and out, in and out. It's morning. Kids are just gone to school. I have to go see them at school today as they have cross country. Oh, fun. I did cross country in middle school, but I didn't actually run. I just kind of like hung out with my friends and we walked way behind the group and just talked. But I got a ribbon for participating in cross country. Okay, so yeah, participation does matter. So I don't really have anything planned. I was just going to take questions and answers and then say like, hooray, I made it to 1,000 subscribers. Like, I didn't think that it would happen this early in the year. So I am very excited. And most of that comes to thanks to Money Mom, because she has sent so many people over to my channel. So killing my debt. Yes, I am killing it. I mean, my minimum goal is $1,000 a month extra, and April was a good month. It's not quite finished, but I am posting my April recap video tomorrow. So as soon as I'm done with this, then I need to finish that up. And so, yeah, it's going really good. And then I worked today and I worked the next 2 days in my side hustle at Churchill Downs. So that is that's a lot of money that I'll get. So I'm really excited about the next couple months. Oh, hey, Dollar Blazing's here. Hi. How are you? It's kind of awkward just waiting. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I still have to finish my video that's going up tomorrow. My April budget recap. So it was a good month. I know there's not like a lot of people here, but if you have any questions for me, then, you know, I'm a teacher. I work at Churchill Downs in Keeneland, which is horse racing. I've been doing YouTube since 2013 officially, so I've been doing this a while. I did take a 2-year break, and then so I've been doing this for a while. Hi from Mississippi, reluctant recluse. Hi, how are you? Mississippi's a lot closer than Australia. I told you I'd be awkward. I'm very awkward live. Where are you from? I am from Kentucky. So I know that you are actually planning on hiking the Appalachian Trail. I have been on at least 4 different parts of it. And when I was younger, I was a Girl Scout, and we used to go backpacking and hiking all the time. And we went on the Appalachian Trail all the time. And so, like, I think that's really cool that you're going to do that. Oh, thank you. Oh, good. I'm glad you're fine. Yeah, actually, I've done the Appalachian Trail, like just little parts of it. Like we'd go for a couple of days at a time, and I remember like on the trail doing the hiking. It was like horrible. I hated it, but like the views were amazing. And then when we were finished, all I could remember were the good parts. It was just, yeah, I couldn't, like, I never remembered the bad parts until probably like one of my last times that I went. And then I'm like, no, this is horrible. I hate it. But like, if I did it now, well, I'm not quite in shape enough to do it now, but if I did it now, I think that I would love it. How is the running going? Which 5K is next? So the running's going well. I actually went running this morning. I had my first 6-minute long run. And the 5K is, the next 5K is actually the 11th, May 11th. I just purchased it. It just barely squeaked by into going into my April budget. So it's actually through the zoo. So I'm going through the Louisville Zoo. So I'm excited about that because I did that one back in 2014 and it rained. And I did it with some other YouTubers. I was doing just strictly weight loss on YouTube at that time. And I met up with a couple other weight loss YouTubers. And so there's actually a video of the Through the Zoo 5K that I did back in 2014. So I'm crossing my fingers that it doesn't rain this time because that was horrible. And then you get free admission to the zoo afterwards. And we didn't even go because we didn't want to like hang out, in the rain. So I have a 5K on May 11th. Oh, that's awesome. What's the 5K? Like, is there like a theme or is it just like, I don't know, what is the 5K that you're doing? Camping in the Smokies and hiking a bit of the trail are some of my best college years memories. Oh, yeah. I mean, I've been camping, but like not so much hiking since I was in Girl Scouts like forever ago. Oh, thank you, Purple Blue Flower. It's called Furry 5K. Oh, do you get to take your dogs? Because I know you have at least one dog. Do you have more than one dog? So you get to take your dogs. I'm hoping that at some point I get to do a 5K with Lucy. There was the one that I did back in March. I could have taken her, but I wasn't 100% sure what to expect, and so I didn't take her with me. And I know that there's some other ones that benefit, animals, and they invite you to bring your dogs, and so I'd like to take Lucy to a 5K. She'd probably flip out. Oh, so then, like, what's the furry part of the 5K? You have 2 dogs. You can't take them. I would think that a furry 5K, you should be able to take dogs to it. Wouldn't it be for dogs? I don't know. It sounds like it would be for dogs to me. Yeah, that emoji face that you can't take your dogs. SPCA. SPCA. I don't know what that stands for. I've heard it. Isn't it for animals? Isn't that an animal organization? Why can't you take your dogs? That's so sad. Yeah. Oh, you should be able to take your dogs. That's not fair. I think it was a chocolate 5K back in 2014, and it was for dogs, actually. It was well, not dogs, but it was to support, animals or adoption of animals or something. And Sean Astin was there, and I didn't even know it until my friend had did some filming for me, and she was like, yeah, he was there, and he did a whole speech, and I didn't even hear it because the standing in line waiting to run was it was so loud. But you were able to take your dogs. Oh yeah, actually, that's a good reason. Lucy's really, really good on the leash. Well, she's been pulling a lot lately, and I actually didn't take her with me this morning because the ground was too wet. I didn't want to have to give her a bath when I got home because she'd be soaking wet and muddy. And so I didn't take her this morning. It's the first time I haven't taken her. And so I felt horrible, but she's been pulling a lot lately too. So, which is hard when you're actually trying to run. But normally she's really, really good. She doesn't pull. She knows when it's time to go. She usually stays on this side, with me, of mailboxes and stuff. So, yeah. My one dog is good, but the other likes to smell the ground. Yeah, Lucy, I'm always telling Lucy, I'm like, Lucy, we're going on a walk. This is not a sniff. It's a walk. That's what I tell her. She'd probably like for me to take her on a sniff someday. Are you still liking the layout of your room? The headboard is cool. Yeah, the headboard is really nice. That I can turn it on and off the light when I'm laying there is nice. And then I can put my water up there. The only problem with it is that there is, let's see if I can do this. Right here, there's an open part in the headboard. So my pillows go under there. And there's been a couple of times where I hit my head on the headboard because my pillows had gone under and I tried to lay my head down. So, yeah, that wasn't very good. Yeah, take Lucy because you have a Lucy. Your Lucy's a lot like my Lucy. Oh, how is your mom doing? My mom's doing all right. This is the first derby that she has not worked since she was 16. So I'm not sure how she feels about that, but yeah, so she's not working, but she's doing all right. Thank you for asking. This is fun. It's just a little quiet because I'm all by myself. But it's fun. Any other questions for me? Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate any prayers that you have to give for my mom. I definitely appreciate it. And she does too. I know that she would thank you too. You got to have a list of things to go over while we all think of questions. I know. Well, I know. I wasn't very smart about it. I was just well, I don't have another video planned for this week, and I usually post one on Tuesdays or Thursdays, and I didn't really have one, and then I was kind of this is a stressful week, and so I thought, well, I'll just do a live stream, and yeah, I just thought, I'll just pop in there, and people would have questions, and so, I don't really have a topic to go over. I don't know. But that is good. That is good advice to have a topic. Go get my mom or go get my dog. Oh, I have a question. When you do a video tag, do you tell the person in advance or hope they watch your video and see the tag? When I was doing I haven't done any shout outs in a while, and I feel bad, but I wasn't getting any views on them, and it was just one more video to do, and so it was hard, and I felt I wasn't doing the shout outs justice because I felt I needed to be up to date on everything that they had posted so that I could talk about something recent, and that's kind of time consuming to make sure that I've seen at least several videos and seen the most recent ones. And so I just kind of dropped it, but I wasn't telling anybody that I did it. I was just kind of hoping that they would see it, or so Yeah, I don't know if my mom wants to be on here. I'll text her, but I don't know if she wants to be on a live stream. I'm not sure if she's presentable or not. Okay, I'll text her and see. Okay. Kudos for all the work you do. 2 jobs plus a full-time YouTube schedule and all the exercise. Yeah, I like the last couple weeks, I'm like, I don't know how I'm getting all this done, but I just am. I don't know. I've not been, I haven't been able to watch as many YouTube videos as I like to. So like, I've just started adding videos to my watch later list and then just trying to like keep on track with watching all the videos that I plan to watch. But it's yeah, it's yeah, it's been hard. So, but somehow I'm doing it all. I don't know how, but I'm doing it. And so I just keep doing it until I can't do it anymore. And if I can last through the next month, if I can last through until May 24th, I will be done with school and I'll be on summer break. And so I can really just concentrate mostly on YouTube. I'll still work at Churchill Downs a little bit, but that'll still be part-time. I have thought about doing something else for the summer. I don't know if I want to do, like Instacart or something like that, but I'm not really sure what I'm going to do, but at least I'll have like a school break for a little while. Do you plan to continue YouTube after you've paid off your debt? Yes, because I started YouTube way back. I started doing it in 2013, and I really, really, really started in 2014. My mom texted me back. She said, "I'm not sure what you mean by live stream." I told my parents I was doing it the other day, and apparently my mom doesn't understand. Being on YouTube live, like now. Yeah, so I was doing YouTube long before I even thought about like I was in debt, but I didn't think about it. And so I definitely plan on continue I definitely plan on continuing YouTube after I am out of debt. I actually have plans. Like, I don't want to live at home forever. Definitely not. I mean, I love my parents, I love my brother, but I miss my own space. And so I'd eventually like to buy a house. I would love to show that process of, house hunting, like real house hunting, not the fake stuff that they show on HGTV. And just like, starting to invest. Once I start doing that, I'd like to show all of that on the financial side. And then as far as the weight loss side, I guess hopefully I'll get to a certain point where I don't really have to lose weight, but, I can show workout routines. I'm not ready to do that yet, but I could show workout routines and meal plans and show all of that stuff once I am to, like a healthy weight. And so that's kind of like where I see myself in the far future. So I am definitely forward thinking and I'm definitely thinking long term when it comes to YouTube. I have been exercising before work and after work, and I'm down 1.6 this week. Last week, I was up 1 pound. Well, so you're down 0.6 over the last 2 weeks, so that's awesome. But last week, I actually gained a little bit, but I had lost a lot the week before, so I'm like down overall. So we're doing great. Let's see. In Australia, the kids don't summer break until December. Yeah, that's probably true. There's a bag under my chair. I don't know where that came from. Yeah, so I guess that kind of works out great for like Christmas because we have a Christmas break too. So do you have a longer break in December or do you have another break in your winter, I guess? I'm not sure. Do your coworkers or friends know you have a channel? I have friends that know, not a lot. I guess I have one friend that knows. And then no, my coworkers don't know, and I don't want them to know. I don't know if they will ever find out, but like it just like seems weird. I don't know. Just tell your mom that your friends want to say hello to her. Do you watch mostly finance related YouTube videos or any other interests? Yes, I watch a lot of different things on YouTube. I do watch a ton of different finance channels. I watch a couple of like weight loss channels, not a whole lot, but a few, and like fitness channels and stuff like that. And then I also watch I watch The Sims 4. Really, yeah, really, like I love The Sims 4. I don't have The Sims 4. I used to have The Sims 2 like way back in the day, but I just like watch. I don't know why I like watching The Sims 4. And then I just I'll watch some other random videos. I've really gotten interested in it's Curiosity Inc. and they bought a house that was owned by a hoarder, and they're now calling it the Potter's House out of respect for the person that owned the house. But it was like she was a potter and made pottery, and he is he sells stuff. Like he has a store where he sells stuff like antique kind of things, and just like he's redoing the house. It's amazing. And the respect, he's in Canada, and the respect that he has for this like 102 or something. She just recently died, but the respect that he has for her house, her things, her family, like her, is just amazing. And but yeah, so I've been really interested in that storyline and seeing like the house be redone and turned into like a livable house again. It's really nice. Okay. So if YouTube is here to stay, when will I start investing in better equipment? Is that part of your long-term plan? Just because you are extremely the color yellow on my screen, I'm so sorry. I know I don't have the best lighting. I don't know if you can hear the whirring humming sound. That's my computer. I have a new computer section in my budget, and that is, I guess technically it's more of a YouTube budget, because last summer it was still my laptop budget, but I was considering buying a new camera. I knew that I was going to need a new external hard drive soon, but thankfully those things lasted until my birthday, which is at the end of November, and then Christmas. And I got an external hard drive for my birthday, thanks to my parents, and I got a new camera, thanks to my parents. And then I added in some gift cards to get a little bit of a nicer camera that I use regularly. Actually, it's right here. This is my camera that I normally use now. And then as far as like investing, I'm actually waiting until I start getting paid from YouTube. Hopefully that will happen soon. So, and I plan to use some of that money to put away specifically just for YouTube, while using most of the money that I earn on that for paying towards debt. So I just kind of want to use my YouTube earnings to invest back into YouTube. I don't really want to use any of my other budget. I don't know if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. So I'm sorry I'm yellow. Let me see. Maybe if I sit back a little bit, maybe that will help. Like, is that better or is that worse? I don't know. Or can you hear me worse because I'm farther away? Let's see. The week before I was down 3 pounds. That's awesome. Yeah, that's very good. Hi, Danielle S. Yes, a very long break in December and pretty much all of January. Okay, yeah, only 2 weeks here and there during the school terms. Like shorter breaks, or is that like in the summer? You mean that you get off? Danielle asks, my birthday is in July, and someday I will make it to Australia in July for a winter wonderland birthday. Oh, that'd be awesome. I want to go to Australia so bad. Like, I hear so much about the beauty of Australia, and I can't wait to be able to go someday. Love the idea of sharing your house hunt one day. I live in Toronto, so housing is wild up here. I don't know much about housing in Toronto, but actually, I don't know much about housing anywhere, which is why I think that would be a good thing for me to do, because I would be completely new at it, and hopefully that would help other people that are new at it. And either I can ask the right questions and help people, or I can make mistakes and help somebody that, learn from my mistakes. Um, very cool. Thanks for answering my question. Hi, Jenny. That is my friend. That's like my one friend that knows I do YouTube. I gotta go. I'll talk to you later. All right, bye. I'll see you later. I had to go too. Thanks for the chat and answering my questions. Have a lovely evening. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you could make it. So if you are just now getting here, like my friend Jenny is, then you can ask me questions about my debt-free journey, my weight loss journey, about being a teacher, about all the extra side hustles I do. Just kind of hanging out. I didn't have anything set or planned. I didn't have time to really think about it, really. I knew I should have, and I knew I should have, but I didn't think about it. Would you consider to live in the same city? Like the same city where I live now? I live in Louisville, Kentucky. And yes, I plan to stay in Louisville because it's where my family is. Are you living with parents? Yes, I live with my parents. I actually moved in. I moved home in 2017. I was wanting to pay off all of my credit cards, and I thought I don't know how you forget about being over $100,000 in debt, but I did, and so I wanted to pay off all my credit cards and then start saving for a house. And I paid off all my credit cards because I won $10,000 in a raffle, which you don't get $10,000. You only get I think I got like $6,800, somewhere around there, because they took the taxes out. And I was able, and then I also, because I changed jobs, I was actually double paid for a month, and I got my what's it called? From my apartment when I moved, like it was like $1,000 down payment or whatever it was. Then I got all that money back, and so I got a lot of money in like August of 2017, and I was able to pay off like all my credit cards, and then I had some money in savings, and then that's when I actually started answering the phone calls and the letters that I had been getting, and I was already in default. So last year in 2018, I made it through default, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. Okay, so you're living at home too. Yeah. So I plan to be here until I am out of my graduate loan debt. And then once that's done, then I plan to save up a good emergency fund, like fully funded emergency fund, and then save for a down payment on a house. So that's kind of my plan. Not really sure how long I'll be here, but I'm actually glad to be home. When I first moved home, my mom wasn't as sick, but since last summer, she's gotten really, really sick, and I'm glad to be home right now. So at this point, I'm not really in a hurry to leave. So, I mean, it's going to be a couple years. Toast on Market was the best breakfast I ever had there in Louisville. Oh, I've heard of Toast, but I've never eaten there. There's a lot of really famous places that I've never eaten, so that are here in Louisville. Yeah. This looks a lot bigger than it is. It's an insulated cup. I don't think my mom understands the concept of the live stream. She hasn't responded. I don't think she wants to join us, so I'm sorry. It looks huge. Yeah. Well, it is huge. It is huge. I mean, like, this is my hand. It is huge. But, like, it doesn't hold as much water as it looks because it's insulated. So what do all of you do? Like, because I'm a teacher, What do you all do for a living? I'm just curious. I think my brother's vacuuming. He lives in the basement right underneath my room. I think he's vacuuming. I don't know if you can hear it. It's loud. How's your weight loss going this week? It's okay. I was slacking on exercise up until today. I mean, I've been walking every day, but today is the first day this week that I've run. So I've been really slacking on exercise, and food's been okay, but yeah. I'm a nurse aide, and I also do food delivery apps on the side. Oh, that's cool. So like food delivery apps like Uber Eats or DoorDash, or well, I don't even know what they all are, but yeah, I'm interested in possibly doing that this summer. So I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos about DoorDash and Instacart, and I saw Ash Cash Budget, which I love her videos. She posted, I think today, she posted a video on it. I haven't watched it yet, but it's on my list to watch. So I do marketing for my family business. That's pretty cool. What's your family business like? What does your family do? I'm just curious. I work for a newspaper doing this and that, advertising, layout, web. Oh, that's pretty cool. Uber Eats and Postmates. Okay, so is that like, do you make good money doing that? Is that something that you would I mean, I guess if you still do it, then you would recommend it. Like, because I need something that's kind of flexible, because I can work at Churchill Downs. It's just the way that you work. It's based on seniority, and you may or may not work. And in order to try to work, you have to go out there and you have to sit. And I can sit for hours, and then they can say, no, we don't need you today. And then you go home. But then they could say like, yes, we need you. And they'll put you on, and they pay you for the whole day. Even if you sat most of the day. I've done that a couple of times. So I kind of thought, well, if I did something like Uber Eats or, something like that, then I could try to work at Churchill Downs. And if I don't work, then I could, go and make deliveries or something. I just kind of thought that it would be a good kind of side thing that's flexible, and I can do it like last second, if I don't work. And then if I do work, then, I make really good money working at Churchill Downs. So Uber Eats and Postmates. Yep, I've been doing it for 4 years. Okay, wow. We sell engineering software. Oh, it's not super fun, but it's family. Yeah. Most families like that, right? It's not super fun, but they're family. I've made anywhere from 0 to 30-ish per hour. Well, 0 per hour is no good, but 30 is pretty great. You already do so much. How many jobs can someone have? I have had 5 jobs at once before. Before I was teaching, I had my, hey Q, how are you? Sorry. Before I actually had my first teaching job, I was subbing, and I worked at Culver's. And then I also worked at a daycare, and then I also worked at Churchill Downs and Keeneland still. I've been doing that since I was 18. And then, yeah, I guess that's it. I guess it's 4 jobs. Maybe I kind of, because I worked in 2 different counties subbing and then working at Churchill, and yeah, so it's a lot of jobs. I've always worked a lot. Yeah, I just always have. I guess I get that from my dad. My dad is literally the hardest worker that I know. And so he's always had a lot of jobs, and just to get our family through. So, yeah, but. Oh, hey, Jackie, how are you? I'm loving seeing these, like, people that I feel like I know you. I don't know what, like, I just feel like I know you. I'm just taking like questions and answers and just kind of hanging out. I should have planned better, but I don't really have a topic to talk about or anything like that. So if you have any questions for me, I'm just answering questions and just going off on tangents like I normally do in my videos. But most of that gets cut out because, yeah, if most of my videos are around 10 minutes long, but I usually film anywhere from like 15 to like 45 minutes. It all gets cut out. There's so much cut out. Excited to see you close the debt chapter. Yeah, it'll be probably the end of 2019. Like, we're in 2019. The end of 2020. That's probably when that'll be. It just kind of depends on how much extra income I can bring in. And, the more I can bring in, the sooner I'll be out. But at the rate that I'm going right now, I plan on being out probably like spring of 2021, but I'm really hoping I can bring in more, and it'll be the end of 2020. Hopefully sooner than even that. I'm so glad you're doing the live. I'm good, just got a bit of sore throat. Are you going to do teacher appreciation gifts? What do you mean do teacher appreciation gifts? Is that a thing for you? Also, I feel like I know you do. Like, I don't give gifts. I might get gifts. That'd be very nice, but I don't do anything. I mean, I don't have any kids. They don't have teachers. So I'm not sure if but yeah, I am excited about teacher appreciation next week because we get breakfast on Monday, and then we get to go out to lunch. My assistant will cover my class for me, and then I'll cover my class when my assistant goes out to lunch on a different day. So that kind of stinks that we can't go out together, but that's just kind of the way they do it in the younger grades with the assistants. It's just easier that way. They don't have to find somebody to cover for us. So we actually get to go out to lunch and like leave the building, and that's really nice. And so, yeah. Also, I like how every weigh-in Wednesday you say, I didn't film many clips this week. And you have lots of clips to show because I forget what I film. And then like, I'm always like, okay, I'm going to film something and it's got to be short. Like 1 minute. If I did 1 minute every day, that's 7 minutes. So then I don't always film every day, but then I'll pick it up. I'm like, this is going to be short. And then it's like an 8-minute clip. I'm like, what am I going to do with an 8-minute clip? Yeah. So I definitely filmed, yesterday. Wait, this morning. It feels like yesterday. It feels like yesterday because I ran this morning and I did 150 crunches this morning. Oh my gosh, that was painful. Yeah. Okay, I didn't know if you had co-teachers who you can give gifts to. No, we don't usually give gifts to. We don't usually give gifts to each other. But I will probably give my assistant a gift because I took today off so that I could work at Churchill Downs today. So I'll probably take her something on Monday just because, even though I had a sub, like she's pretty much in charge. She's pretty much in charge because the sub doesn't always know. And she's a sub that's been in my room before, but still, like, it's crazy. So she's pretty much in charge. So, but it's not for teacher appreciation. It's just because she took over for the day. Yeah, but usually teachers don't give each other gifts, which is, I'm kind of grateful for because it's one less expense that I don't have to worry about. One less expense I don't have to worry about. Such a busy bee. Love it. Well, yeah, you are too. You're always hustling, Q. So, yeah, that's what I have to do. So I actually literally this morning, I told my dad, I said, I think I'm crazy for doing the live stream. I said, but hey, I can rest when I'm dead, right? He said, yeah, you'll definitely get plenty of rest then. So yeah, I'll rest when I'm dead. It's fine. Are you going to do a different challenge after the crunch one is finished? I've seen yoga ones, squat ones. Yeah, okay, so it's already May 2nd, and the next 2 days I don't have time for anything, so I won't get started until later, but I do want to do another challenge. I was thinking of doing a plank challenge, but then somebody commented on my video from Wednesday about when I mentioned that my knee was hurting, and they said that I should be stretching, which is true because I always forget to stretch. So I was thinking, well, maybe I should challenge myself to stretch this month. And do that before and after running, and make that a habit. So And then like, I kind of don't want to give up the crunches because like, I can definitely tell a difference as far as like the strength in my abs, because the very first day that I did those crunches, I couldn't even make it to 15 without stopping. And I had to get to 30. Like, I couldn't even do it. And like this morning I did 150 without stopping. Like, I probably should have stopped because it hurt really bad when I was done. But like, I feel fine now. So, I mean, I didn't hurt anything. Um, well, okay, things are going up. uh, I love seeing your running selfies on Instagram. Every time I see them, I want to go out and run too, but I have to work or some other stuff. I'll eventually get on board. Um, yeah, no, I feel like that's another way to hold myself accountable, like daily to, well, not daily, but to post on Instagram, and I just think it's kind of fun to see the progression and put that up there. I'm just making sure I do 10,000 steps. That's hard. Like, I get a lot of steps in, and it's hard doing 10,000 steps. It's really, really hard. I usually make it like, if it's a rest day, like that I don't do anything, but at school I get about 4 to 5,000 steps. And then even with exercise, which my exercise really consists of walking and running, I get like 8,000 steps. So it's hard to get 10,000. Stretching is great. Do you put your treadmill on an incline? It takes some of the strain off your knees. No, I don't, because I'm like, I don't like going uphill. So I never have. So, and then like, I'm not, well, actually, there's an incline button. I could just push it just like I do the speed. So I guess I could do that. I'll try that out. The next time I'm on the treadmill, I will try it on an incline. I was going to ask you how your crunch challenge was going, help keep you accountable. Yeah, it's done now. I finished it today. I was 2 days behind, but that's okay. I finished it, and I finished strong. So that's something that I always strive to do, is finish strong. Like when I'm running, and just like I like to push myself and like sprint over the finish line if I'm at a 5K. That I just like doing that. Finish strong. It's important for me. There are days when I have 20,000. Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, and walking is where I got my start when I first started losing weight in 2014. Walking is where I got my start, and then walking is where I got my start this year. Um, and yeah, walking is good, and it's just kind of nice to like. I actually like going for a walk and just going around the neighborhood. I used to not be able to do it without music, but now I actually enjoy not having the music. I have to have it when I'm running because it tells me when to walk and when to run. But I actually like not having headphones in my ears and not worrying about music and just hearing the birds and the lawnmowers going off in the distance. It's just nice. It's so peaceful. There are days when I have, oh yeah, I already read that. Sorry. 20,000. Yeah. I have gotten up to that much before, but, yeah, it doesn't happen very often. With my job, I have to run around a lot. Plus, it's easy to want to get away from my parents. Wait, yeah, that is what you said. Yeah, okay, it's easy to want to. Okay, Danielle. Sometimes I like not having music too. Yeah, something happened in the last year or so where it's just like, yeah, I just like going for a walk, and then I like talking to my dog when she's with me and all that. So yeah, she's a good dog. I love that dog. She was here when I very first started, but she was on the floor. I was like petting her, and then she wanted out. People are eating dinner, so she might get some scraps. So of course she wants out. So I go for walks instead of sitting around the house. Yeah, that's good. That's really good. Well, did your student loans give you mental health issues? I don't think so. And like stress and anxiety. Is that kind of what you mean? Um, I mean, it got me down for a few weeks until I figured out a plan to of how I was going to tackle it. Because I mean, I was very, very, very overwhelmed, and I made my debt story video when I was still in a very scared place because I wasn't entirely sure what was going on. So, yeah, I mean, I don't really think that I've ever had anxiety. I don't know. Maybe I have. Um, it did get me a little bit depressed, but I suffer from that regularly. I don't take medication for it, but I do. It is something that I have to keep an eye on for myself to not fall into a depressive state. Um, but and it did get me down, but I just like, especially because I used like Dave Ramsey's debt calculator, and it was telling me that I would be in debt for like over 100 years. Like that's pretty depressing when even Dave Ramsey is saying that you're never going to get out of debt. And so that, I mean, yeah, but I was also calculating my undergrad loans that my parents are paying. So, yeah, it was, yeah, but, and then like the minimum, like the paying the minimum payments or what I thought I would be able to pay, like if I was living on my own or something. I don't know. Yeah, it could be depressing, but I made a plan and I've stuck to it, and here I am. I was originally $72,000, just my grad loans, $72,000. Some of that I think went away when my student loans came out of default, because they do charge you like extra money because you're in default, and then once you come out, they kind of like take those extra charges off. And now I am really, really close to being under 40,000 in debt, and that's just over a year. And I make less than $40,000 a year, so that's that is that's enough to like make me feel like I can do it. And so like, I mean, it was maybe like a week or two until I had a plan in place, and once I had a plan in place, then it was fine. I think you have a video like this already, but when you are debt free, what is one thing that you want to do? I have a feeling it's going to be travel. Yes, I love traveling. I have a friend that lives in England, and so I would actually have a free place to stay if I traveled there. And I went to see her in 2016, and I went to Paris, and I loved it. I love Paris. And oh my gosh, like Notre Dame, what happened, that's just like absolutely tragic. But I mean, that was one of my favorite places that I went in Paris too. So yeah, traveling is a big thing. I would love to go to Italy. I would love to go to anywhere. I want to go anywhere. I want to go everywhere. Like I literally want to go everywhere and see everything that I can. Yeah, 100 years. Yeah, actually, well, and Undeaded tells me that I will be in debt that long too. Like it just keeps going. It doesn't end if I put it in Undeaded. But that's like counting my undergrad loans that I'm not really responsible for. So if I take that out, it's a little bit more hopeful than, being in debt forever. Yes, almost halfway in like a year. And yeah, I think that's amazing. And so I'm hoping that within the next 2 years, I will be debt free. So that's pretty good. Hey, Rebecca's here. How are you? Live stream. I know. I don't think you've ever done a live stream. You should do a live stream. It's fun. Maybe I can do it then. Yes, Danielle, you can do it. What part of England? I've lived in England for a few years. Love it. I don't know. There were some trees. there were wild horses nearby, but I may be speaking of all of England. I'm not sure. I'm not entirely sure. I really don't know. I'm so sorry. Oh, that's terrible of me. I don't write her enough. I should write her more letters, but then I would know where she lives. I know it's about It's a couple hours away from London. South? I'm not sure. I really don't know. I'm so sorry. Trees and horses sounds beautiful. It was beautiful. Yeah. I mean, and we drove, we went to a lot of different places in England, like driving around, and it's a beautiful country. I'm headed to Scotland in September. Yes, I would love to go to Scotland. Yes, I've heard great things about Scotland and Ireland, because I actually have Irish blood in me, so I would love to go to Ireland too. Do you have any upcoming travel plans? No, I don't. I last year I kind of insisted on like a family trip that we saved money. We ended up doing the Bourbon Trail, and I did not save as much money as I should have. And so we stayed at home, and that helped. But yeah, drink all the whiskey. Maybe you'll find some whiskey that is in bourbon barrels, because that's what they do. Because bourbon, you can only be in brand new barrels. And so then what do they do with the barrels? Like, they'll ship them off to Scotland to actually, they'll actually ship them off to Scotland to make whiskey. So, yeah, but no, we don't really have any travel plans, with my mom being much more sicker this year. I'm not sure if we'll be doing anything. We don't have any plans. And so I don't know. I'm kind of hoping that I can travel to see my mom in the hospital, because she will have gotten a transplant. That's kind of what I'm hoping. So you would know, being from Kentucky. Yeah. Well, and we did the Bourbon Trail, and I went on, how many tours did we? At least 12, 13 different tours, and it kind of gets to be the same after a while. And so you hear a lot of the same things, because they all kind of do the same thing. But it was a lot of fun to do. Yeah, that's good advice, Jackie. One day at a time, one step at a time. Just, I focus on what can I do right now to make the next day a little bit easier or a little bit better. So yeah, you can do it. Just keep trying, and when if you mess up, if something happens, you slip up, and or you don't quite meet your goals that you're trying to meet, just think about how much further you are now compared to if you hadn't even tried. So yeah, you can do it. So yeah. So it is getting close to an hour, and I think I'm going to maybe kind of say goodbye here in the next 10 minutes or so, because I do need to go to bed. I have to leave in the morning at 8 o'clock. I'm telling you, I'm crazy. I didn't have another video for this week, so I thought I would just do a live stream and not worry about editing, and just try something new, because they always look like so much fun when I watch other people's live streams. So I wanted to do one. So I'll probably end here in the next 10 minutes or so. And then, so if you have any other questions, yeah, next time, maybe I'll be more prepared. I don't know, I'll have a topic to talk about. Debt payoff burnout is so real. Yeah, it is. And I'm actually trying to get out of debt as soon as I possibly can, so that I don't, so I have less chance of burnout. Like, the longer you're in debt, the more chance of burnout you'll have. I don't even know why I have my headphones in. Like, there's nothing to listen to. Why I've had it in this whole time. Oh yeah, thank you so much. This was fun, and I'm a little bit less awkward than I thought that I would be, so that's good. Hey, how much more watch time do you need for monetization? I need about 140 hours. I looked this morning, it was about 140 hours. So yeah, if everybody after this, if you want to go and put on a playlist of mine and just let it play for a while, it'd be nice. 150 hours, 150 hours is all I need. I'm getting so close. Next time you should put the super chat option on. Oh, well, I appreciate that, but you're not eligible for super chat until you are monetized. So I'm not officially monetized yet. So I would appreciate that, but I can't do that. No problem. I have a YouTube channel if you want to check it out. I'm currently trying to get out of debt and got a long road ahead. Yeah, I checked out one of your videos. So yes, go check out Jackie's videos. And if you have a channel where you make videos, go ahead and leave a comment up there so that people can go catch each other. My priorities are out of whack. Dirty dishes, loads of laundry, but I'm still here. Yeah, I've got laundry to do, but I wouldn't have done it anyway, just because like I have to get up early. I should have been resting and relaxing and going to bed early because of the next couple days are so hectic and stressful for me. So I did it. It's all right. It's fun though. We'll save my pennies for then. Oh, thank you. Yes, I am so close. I am. I was hoping that maybe by the end of the year I might be able to have reached 1,000 subscribers and gotten the watch time in by the end of the year. But here it is. It's like the beginning of May and I'm so close. So I'm actually like crossing my fingers that I might be monetized by the end of May. That'd be really, really, really nice. So and I have money in AdSense because I've been doing YouTube since 2014, and I've actually been paid $200 over my lifetime from YouTube. So way back in the day, I got monetized, and it took me a long time, like a year, to get $100, and then it took me like another year to get another $100, and then I had like $30, $40 already in my AdSense account, but you don't get paid out till you reach $100. So I already have some money in there. So I'm like I'm really close. Welcoming. Yes, of course. Everybody should be welcoming new subscribers. I just started and I already feel burnt out. Paying off debt? You already feel burnt out? Yes, you can put your links up. It made me approve it, but yeah, I don't mind. Put your links up there and I'll approve them. I'll tell you what really motivates me is doing YouTube and communicating with everybody here on YouTube and just like sharing the struggles and doing the videos and watching myself back talking about all this stuff and then remembering, oh yeah, like this worked and this didn't work, and having to admit it to everybody on YouTube and just the community that's on here that holds me accountable, and just like it makes it kind of fun. Like I really love doing videos and I love editing. I don't know if everybody loves editing, but I actually do, because I can make my awkward self actually seem somewhat not awkward. So yeah, I just like yes, you are so close, Rebecca, and you I'm sure you'll have 1,000 like in no time. I know you will. You'll get there. Yeah. So anyway, I like doing YouTube. I knew that it would hold me accountable because it worked really well for weight loss in 2014. So and then I knew that it would work, and I just loved doing it. It's so fun. And yeah, the people are so nice. All the people in ULive have great YouTube channels. I feel the same way about blogging. Oh, you're a blogger. Okay. Yeah, that's another one. I'm thinking about trying to start blogging in the summer. Just to kind of like, it would be basically what I'm saying in the videos, but it would be in written form, and just to kind of like, spread out like what I'm doing, I guess. So yeah, just to do a little bit more. But I have no idea where to start when it comes to blogging. I've watched a few YouTube videos on it, but I'm still so confused about it. So I need the summer to like think about it and figure things out. So, oh yeah. No, I said, shout it out, and yeah, you can share your YouTube links. I don't mind. Going to check out the YouTube channels after. Thanks for doing the live. Have a good night. Thank you. Thank you, Purple Blue Flower. Thank you so much. There you go. There is Danielle S. Oh, yes. Oh my gosh. I didn't realize that was you. Yeah, I've read your blog. Yeah. Okay. I'm so sorry I didn't recognize your name. I know that I've seen you comment on some of my videos, but like I didn't put your blog with all the comments. So I didn't put 2 and 2 together. So yeah, definitely. She's got a great blog. Go check out her blog. Yeah, so thank you so much for everybody that was in the chat and anybody that watched and didn't chat with us. That thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So yeah, this was fun. I should do it more often. Oh my goodness, I gotta go to bed. I have to get up early. Ugh. The next 2 days. Ah. Oh my goodness. Oh, so okay, I work the Kentucky Derby, but do you all know about that? Like I keep talking about it like people know about it, but I don't know how well people know the Kentucky Derby outside of Kentucky. Do you all know about it? Like, is this something that everybody knows about? I mean, I know celebrities come, and I mean, like it's a big thing that celebrities come to, and they have their parties and they come out there. And no, I haven't seen any celebrities out there. My dad was working today. There were some Food Network people that were out there. But like, yeah, nobody I knew. I didn't know if anybody else like knew about it. So, okay, nobody's commenting. So I guess people don't know about the Kentucky Derby, like how big it is and stuff. Oh, it's major. So honestly, I've just heard bad things about horse racing. Yeah, horse racing can be bad, but at the big major, like at really tiny tracks that are like kind of shady, that it can be shady. But the big tracks and the big races and the big, like those horses are treated better than I am. I mean, like better than I would ever be treated, even if I were a millionaire. So yeah. So it can be bad if it's, the wrong sort, but the tracks that I work at are very, very prestigious tracks. The horses are very well cared for. I mean, the horses are, like worth tens and hundreds and in some cases millions of dollars are worth, and they're not going to treat them badly when they're worth that much money. So yeah, the horse racing kind of has a bad rap from some bad things, but it's really not like the prestigious tracks. It's not. So are you allowed to do videos at your track job? I'd love an insider review. There's not much to see. I've taken pictures from behind the line. Like, I don't know. Well, I'll post an Instagram picture tomorrow. I think I'm in like a fancy area tomorrow. So, but yeah, I don't know about taking a video clip though. The rodeo is the same way here. Yeah, I mean, like you can have rodeos that are horrible and treat the animals terribly, and then the bigger, more prestigious ones, I'm sure they do not treat them badly because it's their livelihood. It's a lot of money to treat them badly like that, so they're not going to do that. So it just kind of depends. I love the man that blows the horn. yeah, he's great. He's got some lungs on him to blow that horn. Yeah. And they still do the horn live. It's not like recorded or anything. He does it live, still to this day. So yeah. But yeah, I will post a picture on Instagram tomorrow from where I am. All right. Well, I think that I am going to say goodnight. And then he goes in his little house. I don't know about a little house. You know more than I do. Okay. I don't know about the house. I'll have to look that up. I just know they do it live, which I think is pretty cool. Oh, there's my bedtime alarm. Time for bed. It goes off every night at 9. So yeah, I'm gonna say good night and thank you so much for joining the live stream. And if you want to go and like watch a playlist or just let it play while you're doing dishes and laundry or something, and just let it play. Give me so much time to be nice. So yeah, thank you so much and have a good night. Bye. Oh yeah.